the Consul General to the USA, Roland Patel Matthews, Director of Sales in the USA Tourism Authority, Richard McLeish, Vincy Day USA Representative Gary Tunker Edwards, Deputy Chairman CDC Colin Graham, Chair New York Vincy Mass Launch Committee Atiba Williams, Senior Advisor of the Diaspora Unit Sharon Jones, Minister of Youth, Sports, Culture and the Creative Arts Honorable Kashaka Cupid, and that's it. Welcome, everyone. Our goal today is to look at the significance of this milestone and to explore how we can come together to make Vincy Mass 2027 a truly historic celebration. Our first speaker represents the diplomatic leadership of St. Vincent and the Grenadines in the United States. Please welcome SVP Consul General to the USA, Mr. Roland Patel Matthews, who will speak on the significance of the 50th anniversary and the role of the Vincentian community in the United States. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, Shani. It's indeed a pleasure for me to be here to welcome you all to this very historic occasion. I want to say to Minister Cupid and company, welcome to New York, welcome to the USA. As Consul General for the United States, it is my pleasure to be a part of this briefing promoting Vincy Mass 2027. Very importantly, Vincy Mass 2027 is an important milestone for all Vincentians. We are celebrating 50 years of changing the Mass from the pre-Lenten season to the June-July season. And for that, we are expecting next year to be great. We are expecting next year to be wonderful. I want to take this opportunity to congratulate all those persons over the years who have brought Vincy Mass from where it was to where it is today, one of the premier carnival events in the Caribbean. For that, all Vincentians must be proud. The massmen, the calypsonians, the panmen, everyone who made a contribution to create a package called Vincy Mass, I say to you, congrats, and we look forward to another 50 years of great Mass in St. Vincent. Here in the diaspora, I want to encourage our people, our Vincentian people, tell a friend, tell a non-Vincentian, bring them to Carnival 2027 so they can experience what we have experienced all the years, a great event called Vincy Mass, second to none in the Eastern Caribbean. I want to say as well that as the person here who deal with the diaspora, I'm indeed thrilled that I explained earlier on to have the minister and Colin and Sharon and others who journey from St. Vincent to make this event what it is. It is evident that the Carnival Development Committee is paying great attention to the importance of Vincy Mass. We have seen where it has exposed the creativity, the talent, the passion for us by our Vincentian people, and we have to keep this going. I am glad as well that I remember that we were able to create what we call a creative arts section in the sports and culture ministry. This is important. This sets the pace for our young people going forward to get a better understanding of what our culture is all about and promote it to beyond the limits. So thank you very much for having me here, and I wish everyone could get involved. As I said, bring a friend to Vincy Mass and let us make it bigger and better. Long live Vincy Mass 2027. And also, let me take this opportunity if I leave to invite all of you to the big picnic tomorrow at Excess State Park, where we're going to be a family affair with all Vincents from the US, Canada, and even those who are here on vacation from St. Vincent. Come out and enjoy yourself because we are going to have a great time. Thank you so much. Back to you.
Thank you, Consul General Matthews, for reminding us that the road to 50 includes Vincentians wherever they are. I know persons who are listening online may have questions. You can pose your questions in the chat and we will, review them and answer at a later date. So feel free to share your comments and your questions and we'll review them and answer them at a later time. I want to welcome Mr. Richard McLeish. He will speak on Vincy Mass as a tourism product and the opportunity to attract visitors from the diaspora and the wider US market. Welcome.
Thank you, Tony. Good morning, everyone, and viewers. On behalf of the Tourism Authority, it's my pleasure to support the Carnival Development Corporation, Ministry of Tourism, Sports, Ministry of Culture, and the Diaspora Committee on the Road to 50. Our support is deliberate in that intentions abroad and everyone in their circle are among highest converted business. Why we're investing in sustaining that relationship all year round, inclusive of this. Road to 50 will certainly build momentum. Also near Mass, we see it as a great opportunity for the diaspora to enjoy the carnival celebrations, immerse themselves by the destination experiences, sailing the islands, food and heritage. We're aiming to make the rest of the trip as amazing as we expect. Lastly, we're cognizant of the importance of partnership. We appreciate the opportunity to work with the Ministry of Culture, the Carnival Development Corporation, the Consul General's Office, the SPG Diaspora Committee of New York, Vincy Day USA Committee, and the diaspora as a whole of this initiative. We're looking forward to an amazing Vincy Day 2026 and a great launch of Road to 50 tomorrow.
Thank you, Mr. McLeish, for the invitation is clear. Come home and experience Vincy Mass, the Road to 50 in 2027. And I also must say thank you for giving that little leeway towards inviting people to Vincy Day USA tomorrow, yes, at Hexter State Park. That is the official launch for the Road to 50. We have a packed cultural package that will reflect Vincy Mass and what to look forward to in 2027. And on that note, we want to welcome Gary Tonka Edwards, and he will speak on the importance of the gathering point for Vincentians at the Vincy Day USA activity tomorrow.
Morning, everyone. I'm Gary Edwards. Vincy Day USA. Vincy Day USA is a York-based non-for-profit organization whose mission is to unite the diaspora communities. One of our main objectives is to not just promote, but to preserve our culture by keeping our tradition alive by ways of music, art, food, you name it. Vincy Day USA Picnic is the largest gathering outside of SPG, and it's easily said, can be said that the committee strives annually to provide a welcome space for the fellowship, networking, family gathering. We welcome the collaboration and hope by joining force, the committee can at large can see what working together looks like. For this is to be a successful event, encouraging everyone to come out tomorrow in your numbers. Do not just bring a Vincentian friend, but bring at least one person from another country or island so they can come and experience the love of Vincy people have to offer, to encourage them to experience Vincy Mass Road to 50 years. And it's a big deal, and I hope that everyone can come out and enjoy it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Edwards, for highlighting the importance of community and connection across the diaspora, not only for the Vincentian community, but the entire Caribbean and the USA by large, and in Canada, England. Now we want to bring to the fore remarks from the Deputy Chairman of the Carnival Development Corporation, Mr. Colin Graham, who will share the official Carnival perspective, Vincy Mass 2027 plans, and the evolution of Vincy Mass. Welcome, Colin.
Thank you very much, Tony, and let me say thank you very much to the Council General, Machi, the entire staff here for welcoming the contingent to New York. It's a pleasure being here, and of course, we want to thank the State Committee. On behalf of the Chairman of the Carnival Development Corporation, Board of Directors, and of course, the entire staff at the CDC, I'm pleased to bring warm greetings to everyone here in New York and the diaspora. And we want to thank you for being part of this important journey towards Vincy Mass 2027 Road to 50. Now, coming out of Vincy Mass 2026, we are extremely encouraged, and of course, we are also tremendously happy that we have support for Vincentians in the diaspora movement abroad came out and showed their support for Vincy Mass 2026. Now, while we are satisfied with what we achieved in 2026, what we're not satisfied with is repeating what we did last year, but improving what we can do and make it better for this year, 2027. Now, we believe Vincy Mass 2027 can and must be bigger, stronger, and better. This new board of directors for the Carnival Development Corporation understands that Vincy Mass is going to grow. It has to grow, and that the CDC itself must be prepared to adjust, evolve, and sometimes do things differently. That means simply change is coming. Some of these changes may be welcome immediately, others may take time to understand and to be embraced. What? We cannot be afraid to try new things, new ideas, simply because we have always done things a particular way. Doesn't mean that that might always be the right way moving forward. We have to be willing to experiment, to listen, to evaluate what works, what does not work, and make the necessary adjustments going forward. We will not get everything perfect on the first attempt, but if we work together, we can discover the best strategy for taking Vincy Mass 2027 forward. And importantly, we will continue to listen as a CDC. We will engage our cultural practitioners, promoters, entertainers, mass bands, calypsonians, soca artists, band players, communities, private sector, tourism stakeholders, and our diaspora, because everyone has a stake in the future of Vincy and the National Premier Festival. But clearly, there is another conversation that I believe we must have. We want corporate St. Vincent and the Grenadines and the diaspora to begin looking at Vincy Mass not simply through the narrow lens of profit and loss, but through the much wider lens of national development. When Vincy Mass succeeds, the benefit obviously extends far beyond the Carnival Development Corporation. Our hotels benefit, our restaurants benefit, taxi operators, vendors, designers, musicians, DJs, photographers, videographers, promoters, bars, supermarkets, airlines, and countless small businesses all benefit from a successful National Premier Festival. People get work, businesses generate income, visitors come to our shows, money circulates throughout our communities. This is why supporting Vincy Mass should not seem simply as sponsoring an event. It is an investment in St. Vincent and the Grenadines going forward. Now, as the Deputy Chairman, and of course on behalf of my chairman and the entire staff of the CDC, we pledge to work together as a board of directors and management to deepen the relationship with corporate St. Vincent and the Grenadines and demonstrate that real economic and social value lies in our National Premier Festival. We want our corporate partners at the table, not simply when it is time to write a check, But when we are discussing how Vincy Mass can contribute more meaningfully to tourism, employment, entrepreneurship, and creative industries and the wider economy. At the same time, the Carnival Development Corporation simply cannot do this alone. We need everybody at the table. Government, and we're glad that we have our Minister of Culture, Sports and the Creative Industry with us on this trip. Government has a role to play. The CDC has a role to play. Corporate St. Vincent and the Grenadines has a role to play. Our cultural practitioners have a role to play. Our diaspora has an important role to play in this. Now, as we approach 50 years since the historic transition from June-July celebration, we have an opportunity to do more to commemorate our anniversary. We have an opportunity to begin shaping the next 50 years of Vincy Mass as we should. And that journey includes you, our diaspora. And we don't want you to come home. We want you to be ambassadors for Vincy Mass. Every single one of us can be ambassadors for Vincy Mass. So bring your friends, bring your family, bring your colleagues, bring someone who has never visited St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and let them discover what we have to offer. Let them experience our music. Let them experience our mass. Let them taste our delicacies, and let them experience our culture, our people, and our hospitality. And most importantly, let them understand why we are proud to have Vincy Mass as our national premier festival. Now, the road to 50 is therefore not simply a CDC campaign. It is a national journey. There will be changes. There will be new ideas. There will be challenges. And yes, there may even be disagreements along the way. But if we are prepared to listen to each other, work together, try new approaches, and keep national interests at the center of what we do, I believe, and I'm sure that everyone here, and those of you viewing and in the diaspora, I do believe that we can together all build a strong and more sustainable Vincy Mass. So today, our invitation is simple. Come with us, partner with us, challenge us, bring your ideas, and help us build a festival that creates opportunities for our people, strengthen our economy, celebrate our culture, and make every Vincentian proud. Today, ladies and gentlemen, as we launch Vincy Mass 2027, the road to 50 here in the diaspora, the journey has begun. Vincy Mass 2027, the road to 50. 50 years of culture, 50 years of evolution, and together we begin building the next 50. We take this opportunity to invite all of you in the diaspora to come and join us tomorrow at the Vincy Day Picnic celebration, and let us light the spark that will burn the fire to make sure that Vincy Mass 2027 continues to be our nation's premier festival. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Graham. 50 years allows us to honor the past while imagining the next 50. So, of course, we have to include our New York contributions. So please welcome Atiba Williams, Chair of the New York Vincy Mass Launch Committee, who will speak on why New York matters, what today's launch represents, and the U.S. Road to 50 activation strategy. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Tony. Protocol already been established. Permit me to accept that. They are the chair of the Vincy Launch Committee, which was doing the launch of Vincy here in the USA, particularly New York, for well over 10 years now. We had basically started on a small scale basis. It derived from brainchild of the SVG Diaspora Committee, which I'm the current vice chair, through our sister organization, Kabusa, the cultural arm of that committee, where we were doing the launch, promoting Vincy Mass. At the same time, they were launching it in Vincent. Last year, we took a bigger leap of faith and we took a bigger turn in terms of launching Carnival, where we had more participation from the CDC rather than years before when they used to just send us like tickets and stuff to go into shows and stuff like that. They took a bigger interest in getting New York and the diaspora launch Vincy Mass in a bigger way. So that we took out from last year, which was held at the Nazareth High School in Brooklyn. And it was met with great receptive with the audience that we encountered there at that event. We were planning to do it this year, but we have had certain challenges like venues and stuff and so on. So it had to be postponed, and a lot of people were disappointed on that. And there was a lot of speculation about the reasons why it was postponed. At the time we could get a venue and stuff like that, we made a decision not to do it at that time because it was too close to Vincy Mass. So it will already not serving purpose that it would have served as usual in the years. We kick-started up here, get people involved, get people ready for Vincy Mass, people who ain't going, we try and get them to go and stuff like that. The atmosphere makes people get excited and ready to go to Vincy Mass. At that particular time this year, people had already done both their tickets to go to Vincy Mass. The event normally costs us well in the higher regions of over $27,000, which was shouldered by the SVG diaspora. So do we want to spend the money on that when everybody done make it for the cause? So we decided for the joint venture from the CDC and the council and everybody that we should move and try and partner with Vincy USA committee to launch it at Vincy. It's already been a talk to launch Carnival at Vincy. Being it is the biggest diaspora of Vincent gathering outside of St. Vincent Grenadines. But we are now bringing it to fruitalization. So there always has been a talk where we launch Vincy Mass for the following year. We bring up the winners from the said year to perform and stuff like that. So now with the partnership on board the National Lotteries Authority, we thank you to the Ministry of Culture, the Ministry of Tourism, my good friend and host of today's activities, P.G. Matthews, Vincy Committee, thank you guys, CDC, and all our diaspora affairs and all our other stakeholders. We know it's going to be a good event. We are doing our best on our part, but as the speaker before me, we need everyone on board. It's a we thing. It's not Tiva thing. It's not Colin thing or Sharon thing. It's a we thing. You know, if we're proud Vincentians, everyone got to get on board, and it's for a national festival. So with Vincy USA been going on well over 15 years. Yeah. And like I say, it's the biggest gathering outside of Vincy, outside of St. Vincent and Grenadines. Pre-COVID, I know we had an estimated 13,000 in the park. We are slowly getting back to that as the years go on after COVID. We're slowly getting back to that number. So you could tell the impact that such an activity would have. So thanks to Vincy today, welcoming, accepting to partner with the launch committee, the CDC, and by extension, Ministry of Culture, Ministry of Tourism, to launch Vincy Mass 2027 at Texture State Park tomorrow. Now, it's 50 years, and 50 years is a long time. Long, long, long time. So we have a lot to celebrate. We have a lot to be proud of. We also have a lot of challenges, and we also have a lot of creativeness. Tomorrow event gonna take place in a form of nostalgic event. We're gonna bring you from 1977 to 2026. So you're taking a musical journey, a cultural journey from 1977 right up to present time. So you'll have music, the artists will be backed by Magma Band. You'll have people from the 80s, the 70s, the 90s, and the newcomers this year also will be on stage. There will be the three components of Carnival: Pan, Mass, Calypso, and Soca. So all the components of Carnival will be on stage, displaying their talents and showcasing and really launching Vincy Mass 2027. So I'll invite everyone to join the Texture State Park tomorrow. The activities begin at 10, And then we should start the road to 50 at about 1 o'clock. Thereof, we should start the road to 50. Music got to be cut off in the park at 6 o'clock. So I know every year people saying, can you go a little bit longer? Can you go a little bit longer? It's, we have to respect the authorities. So when we say 6, we cut it 6, there will be no more music and stuff like that. I think the Vincy Day is different than any other day in the US. The other US days, you go, you have to pay to come in. We only charge the parking. And the only reason why we charge the parking because our bill is high. The Vincy Day bill is high. So a lot of folks think that Vincy Day is a profitable thing. It's not profit. They don't do it for profit. It's a high thing. So they have to pay for the toilets to make you guys feel comfortable. We have to pay for security and all of that in Suffolk County. So all that drives up the cost each and every year. It's the only day where you can come and go by anybody and get things to eat, get things to drink at no cost. They don't have to know you. You just go with your pleasantries, convince you pleasant. No, we have some little rude ones. The majority of us are. The majority pleasant. So you go with pleasantries, you get your drinks, you get your food. There'll be all Vincy dishes, all Vincy food, drinks there. So you get blackfish, you get your ducana, you get everything. Everything you know about Vincy is at Vincy Day. You know, a lot of folks, I don't think Vincy Day mentioned this, but a lot of folks ask Vincy Day, why Long Island? We be getting that over here. Why Long Island? First, there's no parking that could hold up a crowd. In terms of parking and what we do, open flames and all of that, because state grounds don't permit all those things without permit. You can get in trouble. I know people still barbecue in the park, but you can still get in trouble for that. It's a federal ground out there, so we have a bit of leeway out at Texas State Park. Also, we wanted to create a family atmosphere where there's no selling and stuff like that. So we decided to go out of Brooklyn, where you can't sell on a federal ground. So we can't ever sell anything out there. So hence we keep it family. We try to bring in the traditional stuff for Vincy. We have enough space out there. You know, when Vincy it started at a little field out in Texas State Park, field 1, and then every year it has grown. It will be remiss of me at this press conference not to mention the brainchild of Vincy, my dear departed friend, Eunice Soka Jones, rest in peace, my brother. He's the start of Vincy. It was his idea. You know, and he approached the then Consul General, Minister Walters, to have it. And Vincy was going to happen with or without the council that year. So the stubborn Judah. But as the launch committee, we are glad that we partner with. We have our partners, and we're glad they're taking a bigger interest in New York. Everybody asking, why not Canada? Why not England? Start the New York and getting those questions. New York is the capital of the world. New York is the Mecca, and I'm a proud New Yorker also. So I'll have to post about that. We run the world globally. So things start here when it comes to the diaspora. I make no apologies for that. So sorry to the people in the diaspora. That's why I did not don't give the CDC and the government too much fix on this, because it was all pushed from the launch committee to really start things here. And we give them the reasons why. Like some of those that I just outlined. So don't beat them up on Facebook. Why not Canada? Why not England? Why not? Beat me up. Because I'm part of that push. Right? It's a natural choice. All right. So thanks again to all my colleagues coming from St. Vincent and Grenadines, the chairperson of CDC, also CEO of CDC, Rodney Small, who made the journey also, and our friends at National Lotteries Authority came on board and making this all possible this year. So I thank you.
Thank you, Atika, for that very comprehensive outline on the road to 50 and the Vincy Mass launch of the road to 50, which will the launch of the Vincy Mass. Sorry, the road to 50 promotions that will be kickstarted at Vincy Day USA tomorrow. Our diaspora is an essential part of the Vincentian story. So please welcome Sharon Jones, Senior Advisor of the Diaspora Unit, who will speak on reconnecting Vincentians abroad and creating opportunities for participation in the 50th anniversary celebration.
Thank you, Tommy. And good morning, everyone, those of us who are here and those of us who are joining us online. I speak on behalf of the Department of Diaspora Affairs in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Foreign Trade, Foreign Investment, and Diaspora Affairs. I bring you all warm greetings from our Minister, the Honorable Fitzgerald Brown. Our department, formerly known as the Regional Integration and Diaspora Unit, or REDU, has officially rebranded. We are now the Department of Diaspora Affairs. This change represents a deepened commitment, renewed investment thrust aimed at building feels connected, engaged, and empowered to play an active role in our nation's growth as we enhance our systems, upgrade our communications, and expand our team both at home and across our overseas offices to serve you better. This is why we are so thrilled to partner with the Vincy Day USA Committee, the Carnival Development Corporation, and the Vincy Man's Launch Committee here in New York as we begin our Road to 50 campaign. Together, tomorrow, we are celebrating our rich Vincy culture, launching Vincy Mass 2027, and deepening our roots as a community. In addition, we will be delving into talks in an effort to identify how we can facilitate diasporan participation in Vincy Mass. To turn this vision into action, we are launching an exciting new digital initiative tomorrow at the picnic, the official diaspora registration QR code. This will serve as our primary data collection tool. It is designed to better connect us with you. By scanning the code tomorrow, you can quickly share key details with us, such as where you reside, which community back home you hail from, your professional expertise, etc. Additionally, this QR code serves as a resource hub for you, providing instant access to contact information, addresses, and details for our main office, as well as all of our embassies and consulates worldwide. We encourage everyone attending the picnic tomorrow to look out for the QR code, scan it, register, and stay connected. We are also expanding our work with the private sector to uplift Vincentian talent. A great example of this synergy is our recently developed partnership with Amerijet, who served as our official shipping partner to bring promotional products from local SVG entrepreneurs to New York for Club St. Vincent's Cultural Expo next Saturday at Friends of Crown Heights. These public-private partnerships will be vital as we continue empowering our homegrown businesses. As your department, and I said as your Department of Diaspora Affairs, we want you to know that you always have a direct line to us. You can reach our team via email at diasporaaffairsSVG@gmail.com. Connect with us on Facebook at Department of Diaspora Affairs SVG, or follow us on Instagram at Diaspora Affairs SVG. We have also established a dedicated WhatsApp line for quick and easy communication. And that number is 784-533-8338. Please feel free to reach out to us at any time. We are here for you. We are here to serve you, and we urge you to make full use of your department. Thank you, and I'm looking forward to a fun-filled family day tomorrow at Hector State Park.
Thank you so very much, Ms. Jones. Wherever you are, there's a place for you on the Road to 50. We want to welcome the Honorable Kishaka Kippert, Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, and the creative arts, who will speak on the history, cultural importance, national vision, and significance of reaching 50 years of Vincy Arts. Welcome, sir.
Morning, thank you very much, Tony. Begin by greeting my good colleague and good friend, Consulate General Roland Patel Matthews, and I thank you and your staff for accommodating us and hosting us this morning. We also greet the Deputy Chair of the Carnival Development Corporation, Senior Advisor at Diaspora Unit, Ms. Sharon Jones, Vincy Dera, Gary Tunka Edwards, Director of the Tourism Authority in New York, Richard McLeish, Mr. Tiba Williams. I just thought we may be family, and so we are stay closer. Members of the media, others who may be viewing online, pleasant morning. It is indeed a pleasure for me to be here today as we build momentum towards Vincy Mass 2027. Now, as you would have heard earlier from the many speakers, Vincy Day provides us with an important platform to connect with our Vincentian diaspora. It allows us to celebrate our identity and make an excitement of Vincy Mass directly to one of our most important overseas communities. And I know Tiba would have advocated the importance of New York. Now, this is more than an important event. It is an opportunity to showcase St. Vincent and the Grenadines and our culture, our creativity, and our people. Now, Vincy Mass 2027 is quite obviously historic for us, and it will mark our 50th anniversary, making it a significant milestone in our cultural history. Our objective to ensure that Vincy Mass 2027 is quite a celebratory event. It's an anniversary celebration, and our intention is to ensure that it is bigger, stronger, more inclusive, and more internationally visible. Hence the reason why this contingent is here present this morning. We are starting the promotion early because the road to 50 begins right now. We want Vincentians at home and abroad to see themselves as part of this historic celebration. Now, you may wonder why Vincy Day really matters to us. Vincy Day gives us a direct access to thousands of Vincentians and friends of St. Vincent and the Grenadines in the diaspora. Our diaspora remains one of our greatest cultural ambassadors. We want them not only to celebrate Vincentian culture overseas, but to come home for Vincy Mass 2027. We want you to come home, bring your families, and also bring your friends. The message is simple. Come home, reconnect, we celebrate together, and we all be part of this historic occasion. Now, Vincy Mass is one of the strongest expressions of who we are as a people. It showcases our mass, it showcases our calypso, it showcases our steel band, our music, our artistry, our dance, our craftsmanship, and also our creativity. And Vincy Day allows us to give audiences just a taste of that unique Vincy Mass experience while promoting our cultural practitioners. Now we want the world to increasingly recognize Vincy Mass as a distinctive, exciting Caribbean carnival experience. Carnival is not just simply about entertainment. Carnival has evolved over the years and it has become our primary source of economic activity and also an important tourism product. So when our visitors come to Vincy Mass, the benefits extend to our hotels, our restaurants, our transportation providers, our vendors, our entertainers, our designers, and many other businesses. Our ministry will therefore continue to strengthen its relationship between culture, tourism, and the creative industries. Now, Vincy Mass 27 must create greater opportunities for our artists, our entrepreneurs, and our cultural practitioners to earn from their talent. I encourage Vincentians throughout New York, the wider United States, even those in Canada and United Kingdom who may be missing out on this experience, and across the diaspora, to begin planning from now. Save the dates, book early, bring your family, bring your friends, and come to St. Vincent and the Grenadines to experience our unique carnival and what our people really have to offer. We especially want our younger Vincentians, born and raised overseas, to experience the culture of their parents and grandparents and strengthen their connection to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. My children were just home recently and they experienced Vincy Mass for the first time, and they had a grand time. And they said they want to be back next year, but I can't promise them that. Now, our intention is to partner with our stakeholders. And when we partner with our stakeholders, it is our intention to deliver an exceptional 50th anniversary. And this requires collaboration among government, the CDC, tourism authority, cultural components, the private sector, the artists, the promoters, and most of all, and more importantly, to the diaspora, right, Pastor? Amen. I thank everyone involved in Vincy Day celebrations and everyone who continues to carry Vincentian culture proudly beyond our shores. We invite the media to come partners in telling the Vincy Mass story as well, and helping that story, helping to take that story to the world. Now, in closing, Vincy Day is helping us carry that message beyond our shore. And the anticipation is built from this room for what we intend to make a truly memorable national celebration. In 2027, I'm inviting the world to come home, feel the energy, feel the vibe, experience our culture, and celebrate our 50 years of Vincy Mass with us. Vincy Mass is 50 years of our culture, our creativity, our culture, our color, and our celebration. And I can tell you, St. Vincent and the Grenadines is ready to take the Caribbean and to take the world by storm with Vincy Mass 2027. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister Kippett, and thank you to all our distinct speakers for being here, taking the time out to share with the general public. Today we heard about culture, tourism, community, carnival, diaspora engagement, and the future. But one message connects them all. We must do this together. The 50th anniversary belongs to Vincentians at home, Vincentians abroad, and the generations that will carry our culture forward. And to everyone who joined us from St. Vincent and the Grenadines across the United States, the Caribbean, and around the world, thank you for being part of this historic moment. Please continue to share the live and help spread the word to others so they can see what is happening. From New York to St. Vincent and the Grenadines and across the Vincentian diaspora, the road to 50 has begun. Let us also note that this information session and Vincy Day USA gathering officially kickstarts the road to 50 promotions, marking the beginning of a coordinated effort to build awareness, excitement, and participation leading up to Vincy Mass 2027. Let us honor the legacy, celebrate the future, and build the future together. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you on the road to 50. Before we go, we want to thank a few people who made this morning session, information session possible. We want to say thank you to the SVG Consulate, the National Lottery Authority, SVG Tourism Authority, Minister of Culture, Diaspora Affairs Unit, the Carnival Development Corporation, SVG Diaspora Committee, BC3, a mouthful, All Streaming Network, Gans Byron, thank you. Naturally, Vincy, Vincy Day USA Committee, media, and all stakeholders. Thank you so very much for being here and tuning in. Sign on, Connie Johnson. Need a picture moment?